Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Truth Council 23 with me, Truth Nunez, and our spiritual council. We're so honored, thankful, and grateful to be here with all of you to share today's collective energetic read. Keeping in mind we are reading collective energies. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. You are and forever will be the masters of your experiences, of what you will or what you will not into this creation. We're going to go ahead and get started right away by honoring and thanking our spiritual council. I want to honor and thank my grandmama, Abuelita Gladys Nunez Maldonado. I also want to honor and thank my grandpapa, Abuelito Felix Antonio Nunez. I invite you to do the same. I do honor and thank your trusted ancestors, those that protect and love and guide you. I invite you to honor whatever religious force, whatever spiritual force, whatever makes you feel good, grounded, and connected to the all as you are in this experience. You can also take a moment of silence to be in silence with yourselves. And that's also more than enough. Let's get started, my lovies. Cheers! We got our Starbucks, my lovies. They gave it to us, my lovies. They didn't have change for us, so they just gave it to us. They're so kind to us, my lovies. They were stressed, busy, and they're like, "Here, just take it because we don't have the change to give you to break your change anyway." Isn't that sweet, my lovies? The little things that people do, even in their moments of stress. The kind things that we do for each other. Starbucks family. This is not sponsored by Starbucks, but today it kind of is. Technically, they sponsor us, my lovies. We spend a lot of money there. They sponsor us. They care, my lovies. They care. They do what's fair. It's funny because for some of you may like Starbucks or you have somewhere where you go. It's funny because for years I resisted downloading the app. I'm like, I don't want to download this app. I resisted downloading the app. And they're like, well, we don't do the free birthday anymore unless you have the app. Like they give you a free drink on your birthday. And I'm like, oh, that's still not selling me. I forgot why I gave in. I just gave in. And what I started to realize, I'm like, I don't know if I like this app. Because I noticed that what it brings attention to is how much money I spend at Starbucks. But despite it all, they're very, very kind to me. They're very generous. I've had beautiful interactions there. I think this happened to me a couple of times where I've been in the drive-thru and people have paid for me. The staff, they're very generous with me. They're very kind to me. It's not even just about generosity. I go based on where I'm treated, right? Like if I feel like I'm treated justly and with love, I'll continue to go. Because it means something. It's not necessarily just about what they're giving you. Again, I spent a lot of money there, but it's the energy. It becomes a ritual. For some of you, what's your ritual? Everything is coming in for a reason. You may have a ritual. And sometimes, things go a little bit one way or another, depending on how the energies are settling in. Sometimes we're a little bit more stressed. Sometimes we're a little bit more relaxed. So you enter the interaction a little bit differently. But nonetheless, it gives you a little bit of a flow of a like your rituals become your traditions. I think it's beautiful, my lovies. Something about hasten. Oh, I was getting the name Jackson. I got the name Jamal. I got the name Jamari. I'm getting Bacardi. There was another name that came in earlier. It was a female's name. I had a dream that I was like, oh my gosh. That domestic violence energy has been present for some, I have to say. And it came in vision and dream last night as well. For some of you, this could be a friend or someone that you grew up with or someone that you used to know. Because I am getting the song... maybe this person could have cut you off, but for some of you, there's a theme here. You may have thought like maybe you just had a fallout with this person, but maybe this person was actually in some type of an abusive relationship for some. Because Spirit was giving us like, I don't know what kind of people she got herself involved with. For some, the way it was coming in, it's like I was seeing a woman and It's like she was almost being like forced to be in some type of like connection, and the person that she was dealing with was like a gangster of some sort, and he had these little minions that would like cover up for him, and all of a sudden she had all of these bruises on her face and lumps in her eye, and it's like nobody could tell why. And it was like this person creates illusions around this person to keep her trapped or embarrassed or ashamed, and to the point where she doesn't even want to speak on his name. She doesn't want to speak about it. She doesn't want to say what's happening. For some, this could be significant for you, for some of you or someone around you. Again, the day before yesterday, it came in like with not even the day before yesterday and the day before yesterday too, there was like a little bit of a hint of it. It was almost like this is like, it's like getting worse or it's about to happen. Like just a bunch of bullies, a bunch of men that are bullies, and a female that's like afraid to like because she's like involved with one of them, so it's like afraid to like speak up on what's happening for one reason or for another. It's like, my lovies, I know endless situations where it's like you would have been better off just fucking speaking on it. Just speak on it. You would have been better off just speaking on it. Why? Because he still did what he did. He's still going to do what he's going to do. So you're better off protecting yourself and speaking on it and getting away from him. But I also know people that put restraining orders on people and then they don't fucking actually follow through. It's like, you're better off asking spirit for a restraining order, because for something about, something sad's coming in, my lovies. It's making my stomach hurt. I don't like it. I don't like it. Devil energy, Capricorn energy. Spirit was giving us the devil with the 5 of wands. Like someone's like receiving beatings from somebody. I didn't want to go there, but this person's a deceitful person. He's a slime ball. He's conniving. He's deceiving. He's a scam artist. Does anything for money. He's lustful and greedy. And then on top of that, he feels like he owns somebody. Like he feels like he owns this female. That's how it's coming in. Something about senile. Something about senile. Something about silo. Someone can be bald. Something about Silo. I'm seeing like, isn't there like, I'm seeing an artist. I think his name is like Silo. Because y'all think I'm crazy. Isn't that, that's a song that's coming in. I don't know if that's something about, Silo, fudgesicles. Like recreational drug use I am getting, but like studying the effects of like plant medicine, or like working with different like isolating different chemicals in plant medicine. That could be significant for some. Someone's abusive though. I don't know. Psilocybin, it's like extracting a chemical from plant medicine to control it. So it's like, it's just like a justified high. Spirit saying it's like trying to like take the nature out of like, it's just like, I want the high minus like the spiritual effects. It's like, I don't know. It's like trying to like, something about weaponizing chemistry. It's like weaponizing chemistry. Somebody could work with like weaponized drugs. Spirit was giving that to us. You'd be surprised the scientists that exist. Like weaponizing chemistry. It's like taking like, someone's using someone as like a guinea pig. Or now I'm getting punch buggy. Punch buggy could be significant for some. I'm seeing a Volkswagen. A Volkswagen could be significant for some, but I'm getting a punch buggy. Boom. What is up? What is up? 11:28 on the clock. What is up? Hot stuff. How's it flowing? How's it going? What's popping? And what's cracking? We are reading for Gregorian, November 14th, 2023. Keeping in mind that there are over 40 different calendars in existence at this particular time and endless ways to tell time. We are just using it for framing purposes, but when you are brought here, it's for a reason. And maybe it's for another season, who knows? But when you're brought here, it's for a reason. 14 energy in numerology is 5 energy, and 5 energy brings in a liberation. I am seeing the 5 of Wands even in the Voodoo Tarot spirits showing us. Are we going to work with the Voodoo Tower? Okay, there's a tower, my lovies. For them, there's a tower. Aries energy, Scorpio energy. There's a tower, my lovies. And I'm also getting a Sagittarius. There's a tower, my lovies, a belief system shift, something that happens very abruptly to really stir things up and get things shaken and get things moving and get things baking. For some of you, 5 energy is a liberation. 5 energy brings in our ticks. Something about ticks, my lovies. Artistic expression. Yes. We're going to work with it. 5 energy brings in artistic expression, liberation. 5 energy can bring in harmony when it comes to commitments, higher level commitments, higher level engagement. I am getting Taurus energy, Hierophant energy, a belief system. For some of you, there could be officials called to a situation. I have to say, my lovies, situations. There could be officers involved in something, my lovies. I have to say, I am seeing official person in something that's going to come in with a lot of heat, with a lot of passion, because I'm getting Knight of Wands. The Mystic Monday Tarot wanted to speak with you as well, and I did see the Knight of Wands. Well, we haven't looked at this one yet, so we'll see what it has to say to you. But for some of you, something coming in with a lot of passion, with a lot of heat. For some of you, belief systems, Hierophant energy, religious institutions, spiritual institutions, belief systems that you have created, government systems. It could bring in that government energy, especially with justice. And I am getting loosely justice, but maybe not, because there's a 6 of Pentacles. There may be someone that's going to pay to get their way in a situation, and there are a lot of lies in a situation for some. I'm just reading the energies. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, my lovies. But nonetheless, 5 energy brings in a liberation. With that Mars energy, through the power of Tuesday, Martes, the day of Mars. Through the power of Mars Day, Tuesday, you do get very combative energy, and it feels very combative for some of you. Emperor energy, not through Mercury, but for some of you from Tuesday to Wednesday, something could be significant, or you're starting something on Tuesday and it'll go all the way to Wednesday, the energies. Mars Day brings in that heat energy, combativity with that 5 energy. So that's like that 5 of Wand energy that I'm feeling. A lot of activity, a lot of conflict of ego for some. It's advised maybe that you be reserved, or that you try to, because the others are already, for some, if you're dealing in a community or in a partnership or in a work situation or in a collaboration, it's like the other party is already stirred up, because those are the energies present, the collective energy. So you may want to be aware and try to navigate and not engage in something. Spirit was giving us 4 of Pentacles energy when starting. So being reserved, the 4 of Pentacles, especially when it comes to communication, is someone that's very reserved, almost holding back. For some of you, you may want to hold back, because for the other party may be ready for an attack. And so Spirit would advise you to hold back, to just, keep the party going, being wise. There's wisdom. I am seeing Virgo energy, the Hermit. So being wise when it comes to situations. The Hermit doesn't talk very much. And when the Hermit does communicate, it's something that's very profound. But for the most part, the Hermit likes to be alone. So for some of you, you may be spending a lot of time alone on this Mars Day. Even if you are in a crowd, you will still be more like to yourself, energetically speaking. You want to be more reserved with your energy. And I don't blame you, because for some, there's a lot of conflict in the field. For some of you, you could even be dealing with abusive people. I'm just the messenger, my lovies. You got a Page of Swords. For some of you, I told you, watchers, people being watched. Page of Swords energy, Princess of Swords. This could be a female for some. This energy was present in yesterday's reading towards the end. For some of you, you could be dealing with someone who's just curious about a situation. I am getting delirious. For some of you, you're dealing with someone who is delirious. For others, you're dealing with someone, for some of you, you're dealing with someone, Delilah, you're dealing with someone who has carpal tunnel, or this could be you. Someone is just researching, watching, learning, trying to figure out something. In student mode for some, in researcher mode. For some of you, if it has to do with a legal procedure, this is the discovery phase of a legal procedure. It tends to bring in that energy, questioning, people being brought in for questions. For some of you, you could be being questioned, or you can go through a questionnaire. I am getting a questionnaire. For some of you, you could be going through some type of questionnaire. I did get Q&A yesterday, and it's coming back in. So for some of you, you could be in quality control or quality assurance. For some of you, you could be researching something or observing something or trying to figure something out. The Page of Swords energy is very student energy. It's a lot of questioning. Sometimes it could be a little overzealous because for some, someone's jealous. For some, maybe someone's jumping to conclusion because of envy or jealousy. The Page of Swords is almost like surface level understanding of a situation, whereas the King and the Queen of Swords are much more in a deeper understanding, and they are able to decipher intense logical patterns. For others, the Page of Swords is very shallow processing, but oftentimes this energy could be, because it's still air energy, it could be a little overzealous. I am getting envy. For some of you, could be dealing with someone who is envious in a situation, and it's just kind of superficially looking at something just to get enough information on something. It's like, I just want just enough information so I can go and argue. That's what it feels like, my lovies. There's a lot of argument energy in the field for some. We did have that Queen of Diamonds with the Seven of Diamonds in yesterday's reading. So for some, that is present. That energy still carries over 3 days before, 3 days after. And so you'll still feel the repercussions of that. So this could be a female in a work situation, or someone who has been observing you, or this could be you in this energy. Take it how it resonates, my lovies. But just a lot of researching, a lot of questioning, a lot of watching. For some, someone could be watching you from a distance. Some could be watching you on a computer screen, I am getting, or something about a computer screen, or someone has to use a computer screen for something. Three of Swords in sadness. Three of Swords, betrayal, feeling heartbroken, great deception in a situation. For some of you, I am getting the Three of Swords to the Four of Swords. In La Baraja Española, this is a work situation, but in the Tarot, the Four of Swords is asking for deep reflection. Somebody could be in a deep state of depression, my lovies. Again, for some, there's a lot of heartbreak. If I'm just telling you what I'm telling you, my lovies, because I'm feeling it. Three of Swords energy is betrayal. It's heartbreak. It's feeling played, feeling abused. It's very sad energy. And so for someone could be processing a lot of sadness. Four of Swords energy, though, is asking for reflection, for a pause. Maybe for somebody needs to take a pause. Maybe this is a friend, because now I'm getting that song, I Don't Even Know You and I Hate You. See, all I know is that my girlfriend used to date you. How would you feel if she held you down and raped you, tried and tried, she never could escape you? She was in love and I asked her how. I mean, why? What kind of love from a nigga would black your eye? What kind of love from a nigga every night make you cry? What kind of love from a nigga make you wish you would die? I mean, shit, he gave you things and bought you diamond rings, but those things weren't worth none of the pain that he brings. You stayed. What made you crawl for him? You stayed. What made you fall for him? That nigga had the power to make you crawl for him. You said you were a doctor, be on call for him. Smacked you down because he said you were too tall for him. Some people like to have people take their insecurities out on them, my lovies. At some point, we have to say to ourselves, self, what are we doing? We're breaking our own heart. It's really tough. For some, there's like a domestic issue. I'm just saying it because it's in the field, my lovies. It needs time to heal, my lovies. Something feels really sad. He's not the dad. He's not the dad. He's not the dad. I keep hearing those words. 2111, 2112. He's not the dad. You stayed. What made you fall for him? That nigga had the power. Fuckery. The King of Wands in the reverse. You stayed. What made you fall for him? That nigga had the power to make you crawl for him. The King of Wands in the reverse. An abusive man. Insecure. Will project his fears onto you. Pretends to be confident, but is just egotistical. Is not confident at all. You stayed. What made you fall for him? That nigga had the power to... This man has other females watching somebody. For some, there's a jerk who has other females watching somebody. You stayed. Well, it does not feel good. This Page of Wands in the reverse. He's sleeping around. On top of that, with an immature jerk who's also another bully. Stalking somebody. This is just a mess. And this psychopath too. Who the hell are these people, my lovies? The King of Swords in the reverse. Fuckery. For some, is this family? I'm getting family. And this, I told you, the Hierophant belief systems, this terrible belief system. Paranoia. They're paranoics. Paranoia. These people live in paranoia. This does not feel good, my lovies. It just does not feel good. This jacked up belief system. For some, if you have family members in illegal dealings, they're being watched. And there's going to be a fallout of this crooked belief system, whatever they believe, whatever they're practicing, whatever systems of structures that their belief systems create. There's going to be a tower. You stayed. Oh my God. What made you fall for him? That nigga had the power to make you. For some, Spirit did. I knew the moon was going to show up because the moon was present in meditation earlier, and Spirit gave us the moon in the reverse though. But these people are living in intense illusions. There's this female there's a female who's messing around with two men, both of them abusive. She's also not okay, but you gotta laugh, my lovies, because what the fuckery. Wowzers, kapowzers, powzers, kawowzers, something. I got $20 in my pocket. This female is doing it. Oh my gosh, we got the High Priestess here, keeping secrets, but intuition is telling somebody something or other. This Magician with the moon. Oh my God, even trying to fucking practice magic. These three people work together. For some, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm getting a few different energies. For some, you got people working together to try to manipulate somebody and corner them. For some of you, this could be someone like, I'm getting so much, my lovies. For some, there's somebody that's like, they want to keep somebody out of touch. Like, they want to, like, have somebody in some type of weird, with the Magician, the moon, and the High Priestess. Like, you have people working together for some to, like, create an illusion or have somebody trapped in some type of, like, weird lust or weird game with the Page of Wands in the reverse, the King of Wands in the reverse, the King of Swords in the reverse, and then the Princess of Swords in the upright. It's like, for some, like, somebody can see something. Like, this is this Magician. So this Princess of Swords in the upright is the Magician. She's innocent in a way, but somebody's like Aquarius energies coming in. I am getting Gemini. I'm getting Winslow. Something about Winslow. This Page of Swords is the Magician in the upright. So this person is like, she can, again, it's that analysis. Spirit was giving us analysis paralysis. Somebody has been analyzing a situation for a while, and I don't know if she's been doing it. Something about open Gangnam Style. I don't know. She hasn't necessarily been doing it like. It's almost like Page of Swords in Page of Swords in the upright. Like there's something to study there, like a student. But this person is like, there could have been certain things that were missed during like the questioning or the discovery. So it's like, because all of these people were hiding something. There's a lot of hiding energy. We have this the King of Swords in the reverse is a liar. The King of Swords in the reverse likes to play mental games. And then you have a King of Swords in the reverse. I don't know, but I don't think he can get away with it, because you have a King of Swords in the reverse who thinks he's the smartest person out of all of these crooks. And then he studied something. He studied some books. This is Aquarius energy. We have Leo energy. Pisces energy here. I'm getting Gemini. I'm getting Aquarius. So it's like this King of Swords in the reverse is a liar. He's a manipulator. He's a deceiver. He's very, this energy is very abusive energy. Out of all of the kings in the reverse, these two are the worst. Like mentally abuser. Something about an abuser. Something about a child abuser as well. Like mentally abusive, physically abusive, emotionally abusive. You have all of the fucking abuse here. I'm telling you, they live in fear. They live in fear and they're paranoid, spirit saying. Like, these people have serious issues. The moon here. They hide this very well, but it's like someone's seeing it. Like, someone is seeing this. So, like, they've been being watched. And the King of Swords thinks he's going up against, like, this is the main, like, communicator. So he's communicating with somebody. So like when questioning comes along, like this man, he steps forward and he's like, cause he's like the cocky one. Even though the King of Wands is also very cocky, he kind of like, this man is more intelligent. So he's speaking to this Princess of Swords as if it could be a female. He's speaking to this person as if he's above, because he already sees himself as above females. He sees himself as above everybody. He sees himself like he can abuse anything and anyone and do whatever he wants. He sees himself above this female who is actually a magician. She has the magician hidden, or there are two people, like this person may be backed by somebody. That's how it's coming in. And something about a heart attack. Like, someone's gonna have a heart attack. That's what it feels like. So like this Princess of Swords is watching these people, and this King of Swords feels like he can come up against this energy. That's what it feels like. Mind you, he's in the reverse. He's not projecting out correctly. And in addition to that, this person's actually, he's seeing her as a Princess of Swords, and she's actually the magician. That's what's coming in. Because what she creates out of the energies, the magician, it's like you have all of the tools to create the reality. You are manifesting the reality. Energetically, we are all co-creating. This energy, even though they may be a little bit like, again, overzealous when it comes to connecting certain things, this is a high priestess. So no matter what, the analysis may seem like superficial, but literally, this person is the high priestess and the magician. That's what's coming in. Those are the energies that this person is channeling. So because these people are technically older, they feel like they're bolder, or they feel like, that's what it feels like. Like, it feels like kind of like we're older, we have more wisdom, and they're not wise at all. They live in fucking lies. This one's abusing a female. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're getting a few different energies. This female is hiding. She's planning something. Even though she's immature, she's just a sexcapade. She's also a little bit of a hot mess. She's a little firecracker. She would F-Y-E. Something about F-Y-E. F-Y-E. Something about fry. Something about Futurama. This person can watch a lot of Futurama. Like, even if this person is like, she's very immature. This female is very immature, but she's hiding her intuition about something. She also could have like the gift of prophesizing. This person could be feeling that some shit's about to happen to these people. Even though she's a bully, she's kind of like reckless. She is in hanged man position. Spirit's giving us this person is in she is in a sacrifice. She is in hanged man position, this female that's with this man. This could be a Pisces. But she foresees something. These two play with magic. They're cheaters, they're liars. Something about a hit for hire. Boom. Take that how it resonates. My lips are itchy. Somebody has herpes. So this female's hiding something. She has another plot. She has another plot. This female is hiding something. She's hiding her man. She's hiding something. I told you. What does Spirit give us? I felt the hanged person. What does Spirit give us? What does Spirit give us? She's in a sacrifice. The hanged person. This is, what did Spirit just give us? She's in a hanged one. She's in the hanged person. She's stuck. For someone's cheating with a jerk on a good man. This is how it's coming in. So she feels stuck. She wants to propose something, to walk away, but she's going to get rejected. I don't know. Something weird. This is like, give me a second, my lovies, because someone's a fucking nut job. Wow. This female is trying to, okay. These people are working together. This is what's coming in, my lovies. This is fucking crazy. It's making my stomach hurt. This one wants to speak too. Talking shit behind your back. These people are idiots. They're idiots. I don't know why they would talk shit behind anybody's back. They're airheads. But they're the smartest airheads in the world. They are, this woman, she's also foreseeing, they have a weird scheme against an emperor or an organization. Take it how it resonates. This could be, it's coming in as they have a scheme against a business owner. They have a scheme against someone that's very powerful. This woman wants to come in. This is like, they think they're Bonnie and Clyde. This is what's coming in. And something about Jack and Coke. Something about something in Hyde. Who is that with the weird personality? They think they're gonna come in. This female thinks she's gonna come in and win this man over, or this is how it's coming in with sex. She feels like she understands in her soul that this is not going to work. This woman has already tried this. My God. She's already tried. You have someone that's she feels in her intuition like she's committed to this plan. Like she's sacrificed something to be in this plan. So she's committed to this plan. Give me something, my lovies. I'm getting soccer. I'm getting a sports car. Like I'm seeing a red sports car. Like I'm seeing something about Hemingway. Like I'm seeing a red sports car. I'm seeing Hemingway. I'm seeing dice. I'm seeing like, you know when they hang like dice on the car, and it's like you have different colored like the little cushion ones, and I'm seeing the snake eyes. Like somebody has snake eyes. Something about snake eyes, because I'm seeing like when you get snake eyes when you roll the dice, and then you get two snake eyes. Someone could have been doing this for a while. Like they played a game with somebody, and then like it's like coercion, like trying to coerce somebody into some type of a relationship or a commitment. And then this person keeps getting rejected by this person. The last 12 years could be significant for some, of somebody building an empire. So somebody is watching this, and it's like collecting data, but it's like someone is like new to the scene. Like someone's new to this crowd. Something could have happened overnight. Like someone became an overnight sensation. Oh my gosh. Here we go with this name. Vanessa, Nessie, Fernando, the 405, Los Angeles could be significant for somebody. Mate, M-A-T-E, I'm getting Matt, like Maybelline. Maybe she's made with it. Maybe she's Maybelline. Mabel. I'm seeing Lord Farquaad, Shrek, Princess Fiona, but the superficial one, the one that hid who she is. And then she came out at night. Something about Liz. And the number 20, 21, 23, 47. Snake eyes, dice. Somebody can throw dice, or somebody likes to throw dice. I'm getting a few different energies. Take where throw die. Take it how it resonates. This woman is foreseeing that she's gonna keep getting rejected. And she has to, and then it's like every time she gets rejected, she walks away back to these people that are plotting with her. Somebody could be plotting to, like, I'm getting like hit 'em up energy. Like trying to set somebody up, put them in a truck, try to set somebody up. That's what's coming in, my lovies. I'm just a messenger. Cancerian, a Cancer could be significant for some, but I am seeing the number 12 with the hanged person. December, she's going to try again in December. Something about dismemberment. She's going to try again in December. And she's already foreseeing, her intuition is telling her that she's going to come in with an emotional proposition. She's going to try to propose something, maybe even a friendship, maybe a connection, and it's going to get rejected because somebody is divinely guided. And this person would summon up energies like from out of fucking nowhere. Somebody's watching these people that don't even know them. And these people, somehow this emperor has like, it's like watching, I don't know, it's like watching someone online. And it's like, oh, look what I came across. And all of a sudden, like, you start getting messages from spirit, because spirit talks to you through anything. If you are awakened, if those that have the eyes will see, those that have the ears will hear. So it's like this man has no fears. This man is divinely guided. I'm getting like a temperance angel energy. So he knows how to temper things. He's not going to jump into some reckless thing just because this person's trying to emotionally manipulate him. This could be a friend or someone. This could be a group of friends or someone that he knows for a while. He has to walk away from these people. 8 of Cups energy wants to move to the side. This woman has some weird ambitions. This group have weird ambitions. So it's like, again, they come across somebody and then like they just again, laughter and jokes, something about harassment, something about sexual harassment. Laughter and jokes as like an attack, like to discredit. Something about this dismemberment, like to discredit. But I'm seeing the sun here. I'm seeing the strength here. So Leo energy, a lot of Leo energy. I'm getting Empress energy. Like this person could be very like in his Emperor and Empress energy. I'm getting a man, but take it how it resonates. And something about Amanda, something about Sarah, something about Lisa, and something about Nicole. This person's hidden agenda is to, again, Cancer, Pisces. This person's hidden agenda is to try to continue to lie to this person and come in with an emotional manipulation and even have sex with him right away. This person, I don't know. I don't trust her. I smell something weird on her. This man too is fucking reckless, but they're in cahoots. Or this could be a brother and sister thing. They could even be incest in a family. That's how it's coming in, my lovies. I have to say what I have to say. I'm seeing a brother and a sister in my mind's eye. They wish they could die. These people are nuts. I don't know, my lovies. I don't know how this is too much. And Thou. Portuguese could be significant. Strength energy. Leo energy. Spirit is saying this person has the strength to hold back. This person sees them. It's like sometimes, 4 of Pentacles energy, but strength is like the 4 of Pentacles on steroids. Look at this. Look at this. And reject this. Look at this. The 4 of Cups again. This person, somebody has like, and someone has a friend, like, even if they don't know each other, like, it's like, for me, I have soul tribe people that I know that I'm like, even if I never meet them in this realm, I know I have a responsibility to everybody, to this energy, to the gift that I've been given. But there's certain people where I'm like, That's a family member for sure, for sure. Everybody is, but these people, like, they get it. Like, they see something more. And I feel it. So it's like somebody has, like, someone, like, they just get confirmation from, like, everywhere because they're connected to everything. So they just get confirmation from everywhere. And even if they don't say anything, even if they don't say that they're noticing the weird games, they see the weird games. They see the manipulations. They see the Ace of Wands. They see the why somebody's trying to propose sex to them, or a passionate rendezvous, or a passionate beginning. This feels like someone already knows, but they see it. They see the devil. They wanted to peek, but it's like, I already see it. I don't need it. The sun energy, and someone will be moving away. Moving away to what? To offer something. What is he offering? This person's going to offer something that he was ashamed of. 5 of Cups, guilt, remorse, regret, resentment. Anyways, 3 of Wands, strategizing, and a 10 of Swords on how to betray somebody. This person's moving away. Someone's moving away. They're holding back. They're not doing anything that's going to get them in some type of an issue. Because someone already foresees, or something, someone doesn't know. Like, it's not an Ace of Swords. But it's a Page of Swords to the Magician, to the High freaking Priestess, to the Strength, to the Sun, to the Chariot. This person has triumph over their internal and external enemies. He's not, or she, take it how it resonates, because now I am getting a female in the field as well. Someone is not falling into any temptations. They're not. So these people are trying to set somebody up in some way to get them stuck in a position. This person could even be trying to have a baby by somebody. And Spirit's like, honey, no. When are you going to grow? No. Someone could be moving to the Los Angeles area, or something about a movement. I'm getting movement. The carrier, something about the courier, waiting for a courier to arrive. For somebody could be waiting for a courier to arrive from a distance. It's coming. You're gonna get a delivery for some. You're waiting on some type of package or some type of, like, projection. Some time. I am seeing FedEx envelopes. I'm seeing Tums. Somebody takes a lot of antacids. I'm seeing Colgate. I'm seeing Palmolive. Procter & Gamble. Somebody likes Procter & Gamble. Someone could invest in Procter & Gamble. I'm getting someone with a lot of money. Like, someone has a lot of money. And it's like, his friends became his enemies. When they knew that he came up, they lie a lot. These people fucking lie a lot. They try to put him on the spot. Like, it's like trying to booby trap somebody. This is the energy that's coming in. Again, take what resonates, my lovies. We're getting a few different energies. They're trying to booby trap somebody. And somebody's like, no, bye. Wee! You see? He's like, wee! Wee! 5 of Swords. Because he knows they have to admit defeat. 5 of Swords. Envy, enemies, secret competitions, doing things, not giving a fuck who gets hurt. This is a setup. I told you, my lovies, it didn't feel good. It just doesn't feel good. It don't feel good. Setup energy. Trying to get somebody from the hood. I don't know what that means. Setup energy. This person manifested a High Priestess in his life. Someone was told, or someone, like, had the intuition, like, I need to manifest a High Priestess or a High Priest. Male or female, take it how it resonates. Someone wanted to manifest, like, an oracle. It's like Neo in the Matrix wanting to manifest an oracle to give him direction. This is like this. He already has all the information he needs inside of himself. It's not to say that the oracle is his God. It's to say that sometimes we just need a little bit of a confirmation. And this person, it's like someone was able to it's almost like through a screen. It's like through a screen. Someone was able to just discern everything that someone already had known. Someone was able to discern it for him. That's how it's coming in, my lovies. Take it how it resonates. It's like someone got all the information they needed. It's like watching, like, one of these. It's like watching one of these, or watching another reader, or watching, like, someone that reads collective energies. But again, we are picking up on energies. We are not just picking up on, this is not just for fun, my lovies. This is like real deal work. Energetically, we are connecting to everyone that is connecting with this. That's why I always say, For those who are a little bit insecure, not everybody wants to be read like that. Not everybody wants to like be open. I know people that after they watch my videos, they looked at me a certain way. They stopped fucking talking to me. They became a little like a little avoidant. And I'm like, oh, here we go with this shit. It's all right. I know what it is. I know the inner fights. I totally get it. You come here, it will be picked up on if Spirit needs it. I'm not out here looking for anybody. I'm not out here. I'm reading what Spirit needs us, what is most just for the moment. I don't go to anybody's page that if you'll know if I go to your page. Why? Because I'll like something or I'll leave a comment on something. You'll know, or I'll tell you. I'll say, I checked out your page and blah, blah, blah. Aside from that, I'm not out here looking for it. That's why I laughed the other day when Spirit told me that somebody's accusing me of like stalking my exes and being blocked by my exes. I'm like, that person obviously, Spirit, does not know me from a hole in the wall, because none of my exes could say I have been on their pages, stalking them, watching them. I am not. I don't know if I can say the same thing about them, but for me, I'm not. When I had the moment, when I wanted to talk to them, it wasn't available. I'm not available in that space anymore. I'm focused on something else, and I'm okay with that. I'm not out here following anybody. I'm not out here stalking anybody. I have a job to do. Spirit says this is your work. This is what you do for work, for your purpose. This is your life's purpose. There's no work-life balance here. This is what you do because it is your duty to humanity. Use that. Go for it. If somebody comes here and they're red, sometimes they get a little uncomfortable. I'm telling you, I saw it in a work situation, and then they try to bring it up in corporate settings where I'm like, my love, I'm trying to respect the corporate setting that you have created. You know you don't want to talk about this here because people get in their fears. Some people, they don't like it. Some people, they are open. They're like, oh my gosh, it's so interesting. I've always been interested, blah, blah, blah. Others, I can feel the resistance. And I'm like, my love, why are you even going to try to war with me? It has nothing to do with me. It's your hidden enemies. I'm just channeling them. That's it. If you come here, it's for a reason. If you never come back, my lovies, I also respect that too. Somebody manifested something. It's like somebody manifested like confirmation. Like I need an oracle. Like somebody needed, like it's like they were already on the rise. Like someone's already like very settled. Someone can own multiple businesses. Like I'm getting like an international conglomerate that this person's creating, and they just needed true support, spiritual, like it's like Spirit brought, because someone has some crooks around him. I have to say, these two, especially these two siblings, I don't know what the hell they got going on in privacy, but and this King of Swords, who's kind of irrelevant but also wants to be a part of it. I am getting a Virgo. Something could have started in Virgo season is August to September with these crooked little offers. I don't know. But a lot of money is involved in something. I'm not getting a 10 of Pentacles, but 10 of Pentacles energy is in this. But it's like Page of Pentacles, a lot of projects, a lot of moving around money, a lot of offers, a lot of trainings. They're 8 of Pentacles, a work situation. This like feels like a lot of labor, a lot of work, labor of love even I am getting. How do we do this, my love? It's like this. Judgment on this team. Spirit's called, because Spirit was giving us Archangel Gabriel, my lovies. Archangel Gabriel, when I was thanking the angels, he knocked, or she knocked. It's, take it how it resonates. The angels knocked, like Archangel Gabriel. Hey, Annie, here we go. Oh, the name Anne came in yesterday. A-N-N. Ann Taylor, I am getting. Does that still exist? Ann Taylor? Anyways, Ann Taylor is coming in. The store. Spirit, the energy of the judgment knocked. So this community, this little collaboration, this team that was doing this, they're under judgment. They're being exposed. They are under judgment. This community, they all were working together to do this to this person that doesn't fucking deserve it. They're under judgment. When the angels were two energies knocked. One of my great aunts, my great aunt knocked, and then Archangel Gabriel knocked. This community, the name Gabriel could be significant for them. They're under judgment. Judgment on this community. They're under judgment. Someone's also, it's like I'm getting la renaissance. Like somebody's having a rebirth when it comes to the people he keeps around, especially when it comes to work. Someone is having a rebirth. What's this behind this? Again, Spirit gave us the hanged person, the sacrifice. These people are going to be sacrificed. What they wanted to do to this man, I don't know what kind of place they wanted to put him in, but they're going to become the sacrifice, the hanged person. That's how it works, my lovies, when you're a jerk. When you're a jerk and you try to do things to people that are not jerks, but you want to quantify them as jerks. Something about the sciences or quantification of things. Something about quantum physics. Something about quantum mechanics. Somebody could like physics. Or something about physics is coming in. Physics is significant for somebody. We got Judgment and we got the Three of Pentacles for this belief system of people. Taurus energy, Hierophant, for this crooked belief system, because it wants to come out in the crooked. Here we go again. Knight of Pentacles, over a long period of time, trying to give somebody a love offer. This King of Wands. And somebody saw it. For some, you have a King of Wands that has been trying to offer you something, but you're not open to it. Somebody wants to reconcile with someone, but someone's not open to it. Queen of Swords energy. I don't know what happened between y'all, but no, you didn't invest. You didn't. That's what happened between y'all. Oh, no, she said no. And the crows crowed. For somebody, there's a Taurus or a Sagittarius who didn't put in the work. When it comes to a situation, someone made a very poor investment. Somebody wants to reconcile with a Queen of Swords, Libra energy, Taurus energy, and we have Sagittarius energy. 1, 2, crow. There's somebody that wants to reconcile with a Queen of Swords. Someone that's very just. Is she though, my lovies? I'm seeing this baby. I'm seeing how this eyebrow, the people's eyebrow could be significant for some. The people's eyebrow I am getting. That's funny. The Rock. I don't know. Is she in the upright, my lovies? Let's try one more thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is she in the upright? Because this was in the reverse and this one's in the crooked. So is she in the upright? It's like it all rotated. I think she is. She's just a little jaded. I think she is. She's in the upright. I think she is. She feels like she is. She's jaded. She was. Sorrow, 3 of Swords energy again. 5 of Swords. The 2 of Swords here with the 3 of Swords here, 5 of Swords. But she's over her sorrow. She just saw that she felt defeated in a situation. Somebody felt defeated by someone's lies. Someone did underhanded things to harm somebody. They weren't thinking whether this Queen of Swords got hurt or not. Somebody that was very just. The Queen of Swords could be very just, very giving. Some people like to say she's very honest. Sure, depends. Doesn't necessarily mean she's like, this one I feel like she is. This one I feel like she was honest in a situation. Maybe she gave a little too much. And something ended. Scorpio. Death. The way my somebody could be having like, someone has like big breasts. Somebody could be having shoulder issues. Someone's carrying, she was carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders. She's not anymore. Death energy, something ended. The death, the Scorpio. Something ended because this female made peace with the fact that, take it how it resonates. This person didn't get the investment from somebody or a friendship group or a community, or something that she was working very diligently on, but she just felt sacrificed. She didn't get what she was expecting from this. She's made peace with the fact that, this community who's under judgment, or again, for some, this is a Taurus, take it how it resonates, or a belief system of people, or a crooked group. She's just okay. Maybe it's 3 men involved in a situation. I'm seeing how these 2 are bald. She's just okay with walking away from this. Someone's okay with accepting that something is over. She's made peace with the fact, she's made peace even with her heartbreak, 3 of Swords energy. Because at some point, this person was working or over-investing. Someone was over-investing in something. Someone was giving way too much. Like in a work situation, I'm getting Hertz car rental. Like somebody could have been dishing out a lot of money and it was just a poor investment, and someone's made peace with it. For somebody can be going from like trying to start their own business to a more stable work situation, because you're going from a Seven of Pentacles to the reverse. You're going to reverse something. For some of you, you're going back into something. 5611 was on the clock. Go for you, my lovies. Go for you. Good for you, my lovies. Somebody really tried to do something. Like, somebody really tried. I feel like crying a little, my lovies, because like somebody really tried to, like, it's like starting from scratch. It's like this person didn't have a lot. Like Three of Pentacles and then the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So somebody went into something. She didn't have a lot. She was hoping that maybe she could collaborate with people. And she came in with like, she gave, but she also wanted, like, you know, to receive too, right? It's like give and receive, right? It's not just like give and receive, right? And it's like community, right? And she didn't get that. Something about taxis. I'm seeing taxi cabs. Like somebody could have gone to New York. 5711. Like somebody could have gone to New York in 2011. I also saw the 12. Take that how it resonates. Somebody was really trying to work on something. For somebody was trying to work on a marriage or some type of union or a higher level commitment, and it's over. It's over. And someone's moving far. The universe to the death. Oh my God. And guess what's behind it? Someone's moving far. The Chariot, my lovies. Fudgesicles. You got victory. Something is over and someone's moving away. Someone's traveling far. I'm getting the Star. Somebody could just be, again, for some, catapulting into stardom, whatever that means to you, catapulting into your divine destiny and not looking back. It was all a lesson, my lovies. It was all a blessing, my lovies. Someone's like reassessing her belief systems, male or female, take it how it resonates. The king and the Queen of Swords in the upright are very analytical. They're very, again, it's not necessarily, it's like, it does bring in that air of truth in that they see things as like, this is what we have. This is what it is. This is what I've been investing in. Someone's taking accountability for their life. Like, this is what I have been investing in. Granted, I didn't get, like, I over-invested and this under-promised. They under-promised. It's like, they under-promised and under-delivered. Oh, shit. They under-promised and also under-delivered. So again, I'm getting that thing. The other day, I read this meme and it's like, the bar was not set low. The bar is now in hell. This is what someone got. This is how someone felt. Now she can like laugh about this. She's at peace. I am seeing in this Two of Swords, there's also technically a Four of Swords. So someone's been thinking a lot. Someone has been thinking a lot about this betrayal and about this defeat. Because again, this is technically Four of Swords to this one sword she's holding. And it's a Five of Swords. So she's been analyzing. It's like now someone's coming to the realization of the games that were being played in a situation. 5938. It's like in retrospect, now that everything is cooled down, like the energies of heat are not so present here, except for the Chariot. I mean, the Chariot does, but it's still Cancer energy. It's still very water energy. So now that this is a lot of water energy here. So now that like things have really cooled down, the earth, the grounding has really cooled down. Something has really cooled down. For some, you could be cooling something. I am seeing like a cooling dish. Something has really cooled down. Someone's not like in heat anymore. Someone could have been looking for a mate. Someone's not in heat anymore. My lovies, you're not fertile at this time. Like ovulation, someone's not in heat anymore. Like there was a fertile period, because everything's about fertility here. For somebody could be like moving into like an advanced age. This did come in the preliminary the other day. Someone was standing in sickness from her waist down. It did come in as a really dark-skinned lady, but take it how it resonates. Like, someone's not in competition anymore. Somebody could have been very competitive. Somebody could have been very envious. I'm getting a few different energies. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Someone could have been very competitive, very envious. She's still saddened by how things turned out, but that's what she fucking wanted. Somebody tried to, like, someone's not in heat anymore. Like, someone is not, like, something in her system has shifted. So this person may not have children for the rest of her life. This is what she's choosing. This is what she's willing, her energies. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Someone could have been like trying to compete, trying to be envious, trying to be like a bully in a situation. Someone went about it the wrong way. That's how it's coming. But she's learned from her sins. She does feel very defeated. But she feels like she made poor investments. She's also checking her belief systems about certain things. She's trying to figure out why she did what she did. Because now there's a huge transformation. And someone else gets a standing ovation and she's okay with it, but she's still heartbroken because she didn't win. Someone didn't win something she thought she was going to win. Take it how it resonates. I'm getting a few different energies. I see her as beautiful, though. She may not. Now she feels old. She thinks she's like old because someone's older, like pushing almost 50. Someone's been wasting her time bullying. That's why you gotta fucking, again, karma, we do it to ourselves. What have I been spending my time on? This person was spending her time trying to bully somebody. That's what's coming in, my lovies. Someone was envious trying to bully somebody. Wasted years in fear. And she didn't even get what she wanted. It was a poor investment in a community that didn't even, it's like, now she's going back to like a work situation, or she's going back to doing something that she used to do for labor. This person thought she was going to get like famous or some type of like a notoriety in a community by like trying to marry, but she has a fallout of a union here. Or be the leader of something. I don't know. Anyways, be the leader of a drug ring. Anyways, take that how it resonates. But this, she's making peace with this, which is really good, I think. And something about someone's niece. Someone's niece has been very present for somebody. It's very good, my lovies. Because now she's like 9 of Pentacles, independent. This person may even stay single for the rest of her life. Strength, because she didn't want to give up. 9-9 energy. She didn't want to give up doing whatever the hell she thought she was doing. And now she has to hermit. I told you I felt the hermit, Virgo energy. Now she has to think about and be wise about her life lessons, about the lies she told. Someone could have been a big liar. She could have been like trying to bully somebody, do evil things to somebody. Now she's like looking back on her life. And this woman wasted critical years. Because I'm like, it's like somebody was going into like, you know, I believe, you know, 60s is still pretty young, but in the grand scheme of things, right? Like, it's like, especially in our society, depending on how you live, you're closer to that side than you are to this side. Why would you waste like your 40s, your 50s? Why would you waste those years in fucking fears and bullying people? You should be, I don't know, focused. Now she's disappointed. 5 of Cups energy. I'm telling you, my lovies, I'm channeling the energies for a reason. 5 of Cups energy. Disappointment. She's disappointed with what she's been doing. Now she's actually thinking. Now someone's actually thinking, oh, that's what I was doing. I was bullying people. Now she's healing. I told you I felt the Temperance angel, something about Angelin, Temperance angel, art. Now she gets to learn. And maybe the next time she does it a little differently. Someone's like, there's going to be a next time? She's done this before, though. In other lives, it's been worse. She plays with curse work. So in other lives, she did it worse. She really did someone dirty. She murdered energetically. Trying to get away with shit. 7 of Swords. I'm telling you, my lovies, it is the energies. It's the energies. 7 of Swords, trying to get away with shit. Liar, cheater. Now she brought her own 10 of Swords. She betrayed herself in this life for being a fool, taking a foolish risk. She's going for a new beginning now, so she's going to have a new chance For some, I think someone's closer to the end of her life. I don't know what she was playing with, but I think someone was playing with some dirty magic. She did this before, though. Spirit saying she's done this before. Someone's played with really dirty magic before. Not just this life, not just in this life, and not just to other people. She's done this before. But in this life, the karma came back a little different. This person is losing her mind. I feel like that's why she feels like she's gonna die. She feels like she's gonna go back to the universe. That's what she's thinking. I don't know what spirit has for her, but that's what this person, no matter what, she's going to go through a huge death in her life because that's what she wanted for somebody else. That's what's coming in, my lovies. Four of Cups energy, stagnation, luxuries, rejection. Two of Swords, rejection of some type of truth. Succubus energy. Okay, Bombay, cute. Success when it comes to a magician, a new creation for some, and a King of Wands. There is success for a Leo here. What does he want? And there's really good news to come about a work situation. And here's this Ten of Swords. I felt that Ten of Swords. For some, if you are dating somebody, for someone's a relationship hopper. That's what Spirit's saying. He's just a relationship hopper. Someone's very superficial, and they need some time to clear their mind, but this person's not going to do that. They're going to go through another painful ending. Someone's about to meet up with somebody. He will have success. He'll be able to show her off however he wants, because that's all he wants. He wants to like peacock and put on a show, and he will have that, and then he'll have a Ten of Swords over the sexcapade, this new passion. That's what's coming in, my lovies. I'm just a messenger. Because this person wants to pretend like he's some type. This is how he wants to dress up. He wants to like dress up and look a certain way. He wants to pretend he's like a husband material. This man is not. He's really not. He's not, my lovies. He's been strategizing for a while on how to offer someone or something to someone. But he wants to offer this to everybody. He's not a marriage material. He wants to offer something, a little emotional manipulation to Ten of Swords. This is what it feels like, my lovies. This is fucking pathetic. Sometimes it's just, hi, my lovies. Sometimes I'm like, why? Here we have this Queen of Wands. He's going to be betrayed by this superficial female who he's going to try to wife up. She just wants to fuck in your truck. He doesn't do right. He doesn't do right, and he doesn't sleep at night. He just plays around. This is just playing around. He's just playing around. He's just playing around, trying to get away with shit. Five of Swords energy, not caring who gets hurt, including himself, because that's what he's doing at this point, and he's getting fucking karma. Something unexpected is going to happen. He's going to get another new opportunity to do something a little differently to bring a closer to this fucking chapter, because my lovey shit. Do you not want your happily ever after, or you want to live a life of fucking joke? Something about toke. Somebody chokes. Or that could be significant for some. Anyway, my lovies. So delusional. Why aren't these relationships working out? Are they actually relationships? You gotta say to yourself, my lovies, Spirit doesn't want us to pretend. And then we feel heartbroken. He's genuinely in a Ten of Swords. He's genuinely gonna be betrayed by these women that just want him. Like they're just as superficial as him. The problem is he gives them a lot of money. He buys them. Because he's not as attractive as he used to be. This is like an older gentleman. I'm getting someone like pushing 40 or 50. Like, he's not as attractive as he used to be. He's losing his light. So he has to spend a little more. On these people that don't give two shits about him. But he's still cocky. The Sun, exposure. The Sun, clarity about belief systems. The Master of the Head. Oh my God, my lovies, bomba écoute. You're getting, for some of you, a major download. For some of you, children are in your field. For some of you, children are in your field, my lovies. They're ready to incarnate. How beautiful. For some of you, you're having a major belief system birth. You're birthing a new... I told you the Hierophant energy is very present for some. You're birthing a new system of thought, my lovies. Wow, my lovies. Oh my God. It gives me the chills. Do you get it? How big? 011101, my lovies. 011101. Fudge for the one. We get caught up in the mundane feeling of it all, but shit, my lovies. 01, 11, 13, then 14, then 15. Wow. Like, you're getting major upgrades, my lovies, in your system. Wow. For some of you, you can be feeling really warm. For some of you, check like your body temperature. You could be feeling like really warm. It's like your internal thermostat's being adjusted. It's wow, you're getting a major download. For some of you, this major download could lead to a pregnancy. But it's not just like a pregnancy of a baby. For some of you, like you're pregnant with new ideas. Like Spirit wants new ideas to come in. Spirit wants like new ideas, like through the sun energy to come in. And the sun is your greatest star. It's like your greatest guiding light. It gives warmth to everything. It provides nurture and like nourishment for everything. It doesn't discriminate. It's a belief system through birth, through your star, birth through the sun, the energy of the sun. Oh my gosh, you won, my lovies, you won. We are one. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. My spinal cord is tingling. For some of you, could be feeling like your spinal cord is tingling as these upgrades are coming in. Because you're getting divine downloads and a half, my lovies. Don't drug them away. For some of you, could be feeling like a fever or a cold or even flu symptoms for some. But it's like you're getting a major... Something about the reckoning. You're getting a major... Oh, Spirit was giving us that movie. For some of you, could have recently watched that movie... something Night Shyamalan, The Woods, or like there was something like they made a movie where like there was like it's almost like Amish people living in like a secluded area, but then they didn't realize that there was a highway right outside, and that there were these like beings that would come out of nowhere. They would have to hide, but it was really people from the community. And that movie came in for somebody. You're getting a major like upgrade in your system so that you could like, it's like, you know how they talk about like globalization of the economy? This is Spirit's version of that. It's like, yeah, y'all are cute, but here we have beings that actually understand that on like a spiritual level. Something beautiful is about to happen, my lovies. This is like I get my anus, something about someone's anus, something about Uranus, the planet. But somebody calls it Uranus instead of Uranus. Something about Saturn energy, something about Uranus energy, something about Neptune energy. It's like a shift in the colder planets, because I'm getting Pluto energy. Now I'm getting Sagittarius. Now I'm getting Saigon. It's making me burp a little. Saigon. I'm seeing the Super Saiyans. I'm seeing Plutonian energy through Beerus the Destroyer. Like, it's a destruction for like a new creation. Spirit doesn't even want the tower to show, because it's more about not the destructive property. It's like a judgment where the tower, death, and judgment, I feel all are very like interconnected. They all are. But judgment brings in a different type of death or rebirth. Like it's bringing in a new life in a very something about intimacy. Maybe for some of you, this has to do with your understanding of intimacy, seeing into yourself, feeling a deeper level of connection, because there's a something about deeple. Here we go with translation software. It's like, I was seeing somebody, I'm like, Spirit was giving us like downloads about someone that I met in a work situation, and It's like someone needed to go through like a huge shift in their perspective so that they could like usher in like more authenticity. Maybe for some of you, translation software has something to do with something. Maybe for some of you, you're learning a new language. Maybe for some of you, Spirit was giving that to us. You know how many people get into an accident and then just start speaking another language out of nowhere? What does that tell you, my lovies? It is a channel that you can tap into. I'm telling you, I get downloads in other languages. And I'm like, I don't think I necessarily consciously know what that means, but some level of me does. Someone's going to go through like a major shift. I mean, I hope it doesn't have to happen through an accident, but maybe for some of you, it's like something's going to happen. Like you're going to get hit by lightning and then all of a sudden, like you can channel lightning and you can shock people. I would think that's so cool, my lovies. Like I could do Reiki and my energy can be felt through my hands for sure. Like people that I used to do body work for, like when I worked at the chiropractic office, when I worked at the spa, people would comment like, wow, your energy is incredible. But I imagine if I focused, I've chosen to focus more on my psychic abilities, but imagine if I focused my energy that I channel through my hands. There are people that can light fires with their hands, my lovies. All types of powers exist. Some of you are getting an upload. You're getting an upload and a download. You're getting an upload. For some of you, you're getting an upload. Maybe for some of you, someone's returning to source. That energy's been present. The death energy. Didn't death come out? You'll be learning of a death because somebody was in a lot of missteps and spirit needs them to be recycled. It's okay. It happens. It happens. May they do it. I hope that it's a very peaceful transition. But for others, you're getting a download. Like you're getting major information. For some of you, you can get some type of download after somebody uploads. For some of you, somebody could be returning to the spiritual realm and you'll be downloading all of their information. It happens. That's why your ancestors, that's why it's important to have a strong connection and honor them. Because again, for me, I was closer to my grandmama and my grandpapa after they both passed than when they were in alive. And it's so funny because after they've died, I never went back to the Dominican. I want to go back at some point, but it's almost like it lost something. Like after they're those beings, like after they uploaded, it's like something changed over there for me. It's so funny. Anyways, for some of you, you got money. For some of you, downloading money. Yay! For some of you, you're going to get a major download of money. For others, something about your brothers. Bom baikud, my lovies. 011814. 011814. It's funny because my grandparents passed in 2014. That's funny. My grandmama passed in 2013. And my grandpapa passed in 2015. And you got Carnival. Le Carnival. Le Carnival. You got Carnival. You have a completion of a cycle. For some of you, travel the whole kit and the caboodle. How fun. You won, my lovies. You won. But guess who's part of the carnival? Your ancestors, those living and the dead, everybody, the animals, the plants, the spirits, they're all rejoicing. For some of you, you're going to be celebrated for something. It feels fun. Something feels fun. For some of you, there's an elder who looks pissed. I don't know. For some of you, you could have had a grouchy elder. Here we go with this energy. This is a grandmama for some. She was a grouchy one. 011913. She's cute, though. I like how she looks at you. This one here is a cover-up. For some of you, there's an ancestor who's watching somebody around you who may be a fake friend. This person may have big teeth, like butt tooth, I'm getting. Is that how they call it? What do they call it when people have like the big front teeth? There's an ancestor who's guarding you who's going to expose. For some of you, you can work. There's a camera person, but the lighter, the ancestor is going to shed light on somebody who's trying to cover up, my lovies. Someone's trying to cover something up. I'm seeing how this person is trying to like wear a veil or un disfraz or something. For some of you, there are beings, you know when they call ghosts and how they draw them? Your sister friend has seen them. If you know, you know. If you don't know, that's okay too. There are beings that are interdimensional beings and hack. They can hack. They can hack. They can travel through structures. Let's just put it that way. And these beings can visit. They can visit different realms. There are beings that dress like this, and they call them ghosts, and they've been around for millennia. And your sister friend, again, has seen them. They visit. they visit. They visit. For some of you, you have visitors coming in the evening time. For some of you, they're spirits. For some of you, you're going to have a visitor that one ancestor is going to, like, something's going to happen. It's almost like a light's going to start to flicker. Something's going to happen when this person shows up, because they're trying to mask themselves in the spiritual. But if somebody has big teeth, they have two big teeth, and your spirits are trying to, like, shed light on them. This could be a family member. This could be someone's going to come to you for some reason. They're either going to come to your house, or they're going to come to you because something has to happen with lights, though. Because I am getting how, like, there could be like a recording of something for some type of job opportunity. Or Ace of Cups. Here we go with this Ace of Cups energy with the French toast. I'm getting a shapeshifter. There's going to be a shapeshifter involved who's a liar. This person's going to come in like with some emotional proposition, or you're going to feel very emotional towards this person. But I can't even tell if this person is a man or a woman. I can't tell if this person has breasts or a penis or a vagina, but maybe this person has a vagina. But this person is coming in. I don't know. This is a trickster spirit, my lovies. You're going to have to see. You're going to see the sun energy. You're going to see it. It's going to be exposed. Something about rose. Something about rosé. Here we go with this rosé. You're going to buy but I'm getting pop champagne. You're going to buy champagne. Oh, 120, Because I was also getting the Ace of Wands. What did we say? Because the Ace of Cups to me came as the Ace of Wands. But this is actually the Ace of Wands. Someone's going to come with that fire, with a passion, with lust. And it's going to get blocked. It's going to get blocked. 7 of Wands. You're going to have a spirit that's going to block it. There are a couple of spirits. They're not going to like this. They're not going to like this because you are the master of the head. The Hierophant energy. And you're going to see the truth. Ace of Swords energy. That this is not, because somebody's belief system. This is a very spiritual thing, my lovies. You could be meeting something it has to do with spirituality. Because it's coming in very energetically. Like there's an energy that's going to come to you. But it's like, your Hierophant is going to reject this energy. 4 of Cups. Your Hierophant is going to reject this energy. This is the story of the person that was trapped in the whale's mouth. La baleine. Somebody can be traveling from France or somewhere from a distance. You're going to reject this 4 of Cups energy. But it's like, so because somebody's going to try to, it's like catching fish. Plenty of fish. This could have to do with some type of like social media dating for some. 10 of Wands. This is going to be, no. No. But this person's gonna keep trying for somebody's gonna continue to try to come over, maybe meet up with you. Boom. Take it how it resonates, however that manifests for you. Your spirits, your ancestors, your inheritance. What are we talking about? Your spiritual inheritance. They're saying you are protected. You're protected, my lovies. They love you. They're always with you. Always and forever. I'm getting that song, always and forever. My stomach hurts. Each moment with you is just like a dream to me that somehow came true. Some parts I kind of want to speed up, but. And I know tomorrow will still be the same. 'Cause we've got a life of love that won't ever change. And every day, love me your own special way. Melt all my heart away. They should make a hip-hop version of that. Or a more poppy version, because that's how it's coming in. With a smile. Take time to tell me you really care. And we'll share. Okay, enough. A teacher. This energy's been present for some. I told you, my lovies. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. A teacher. Master teacher. Ability to communicate knowledge. Something about cake. Something about Kate. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. A teacher. Take time to tell me you really care. Something is coming forth very quickly. Oh yeah, the Hierophant also teaching institutions, belief systems. For some of you, can be working with a teacher. For some of you, can be working with a master teacher. For some of you, you could be teaching something. But something is coming in very, very quickly. A training of some sort. Something that will help your belief systems. or support your belief systems. Take that how it resonates, my lovies. You are great, my lovies. Ooh, for some of you, sex addictions, fuckery, and needing drugs to function. We did not do this justice the other day. It's so funny. It's so funny because, again, somebody accused me of needing drugs to function. I'm like, again, this person does not know me from a hole in the fucking wall. Yes, black coffee is my drug to function. Not even. It's not even. There are a few things that I'm like, oh, I need them. I guess food. Like, I like to eat. I do like to eat, my lovies. It's so funny. When I was younger, when I was in I've always been very aware of my rhythms. So I was like a bear when I was younger. When I was like in my infancy and my childhood years, I was very, very skinny. Like, because again, I was always a channeler. And with this type of work, your energy, like, that's why you have to express it. Because for me, I found myself like fluctuating in weight over the years that I really suppressed my intuition. But even in my childhood, I was super psychic, super sensitive, always. It's just always been that way. So I was digesting a lot of energy all the time. Come like my teenage years and then maybe into my early 20s, my weight would fluctuate. So I still had my circadian rhythms, like my internal rhythms going. For example, like, me naturally in the winter, I gain a few pounds. In the summer, I shut it off. That's how I work. But I would like fluctuate like significantly. Like I would gain an extra 20 to 30 pounds in the winter and then lose them by the summer. It was like a trend for me for a while. And then it became more stable. 999999999. Yay. It was 10 nines. It was a bunch. Yeah, because it was, yeah. Ooh, there it is, the throat chakra. So, so for me, I would fluctuate in weights, but I would, spirit would bring us back to homeostasis. As I became more, engulfed in my spiritual work, I found that I would keep more of a balance. So I would still gain like maybe a little bit of weight in the winter. And then I lose it by the summertime. It's just like the natural rhythm of mine. But I find that it's less now. It doesn't go to so much of an extreme. It could be maybe anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds instead of like 20 to 30 pounds as like when I was younger. But again, it's curious to me. Like someone said like, a female that I don't know what the hell is up with this person, but I hope she finds her peace, even accused me of needing drugs to function. I'm like, honey, especially if I didn't need it in my 20s, in my early 20s, my late teens, when I was really going through an emotional crisis, when spirit was trying to get me to wake up to certain things and move away from certain people and things, even if I love them or whatever the case may be, or all my illusions. If I didn't do it then, it's definitely not going to happen now. But for someone does need drugs to function. Didn't we say that earlier? No, did we? I'm getting it with that female. The female, that's going through some intense karma in her life. Someone needs drugs to function, and someone's addicted to sex. Now I am seeing a man too. Take it how it resonates, my lovies. And the grass is greener wherever somebody is going. Wherever you're going, my lovies, don't look back. The grass is greener. The grass is greener, my lovies, because somebody's meaner. That's how it's coming in. Someone's meaner, my lovies. Boom. Here we have the Son of Knives. We have a gentleman who has been watching a situation, or we have a son for a student. For some of you, I am getting a son who's learning something or studying something. That's cute. That's cute. Something about mathematics, my lovies. For some of you, you could be coaching your child on mathematics. A teacher is involved. For some of you, you have to talk to a teacher. For some of you, you have to talk to a preacher. 4 of Knives, 4 of Swords. What does Spirit keep giving us? The 4 of Swords. Something about Kill Bill. 4 of Swords energy. Taking a pause. Looking at the sun, at the stars. Maybe looking at the sky, at the clouds. Taking your shoes off and grounding. Giving yourself some time to rest and recover. Putting the weapons away. Not thinking very much. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 swords. He has one really, really big sword. So a big, big truth was released. You know something. There's something very big you can't ignore. Again, for some, that's the theme. And then you have two equally sized swords. And these two swords, like, this is kind of like machete style, used to cut bigger things. These two swords are about the same size. So you're making peace with something. There's a choice that needed to be made for some that someone Nessie didn't necessarily want to make. And then there's a smaller sword here between these two big swords. Someone could have like not seen a truth and now they see a truth. Something was hidden for a while. And it was like, it seemed like a small something, but it was big. And now somebody sees it and now they need time to process. Because I'm seeing how this person's even protecting his neck here. He has like a scarf or maybe even like a neck brace. Somebody could have done something to their neck. Someone's just resting for some. Someone's just resting. Recovery, recuperating. And there's that Empress. I knew it. I knew the energy was present. Spirit gave it to us. An Empress and Justice. Spirit also gave us this. Justice, Libra energy. Ooh, for a Queen of Cups. Ooh, this one wants to hide. What's this? For some, the Divine Justice is saying that there's an Empress. There's a creative venture. For some, if somebody wants to partner with somebody, there's an Empress, a creative venture, a nurturing person, someone that's in their divine feminine energy, male or female, take it how it resonates. There is some type of divine justice and equilibrium against a sister or a friend or someone that someone had some type of an emotional tie to, who lied to you. This person is blocked out. Spirit saying that for some, if an Empress energy is blocking someone else, someone was blocking someone else. Someone was blocking someone else. And now they got to be blocked. That's how it works. Like somebody blocked someone out of their life or out of a project or out of a plan. Someone like did this like intentionally. A Queen of Cups, Cancer, but it could be a water sign. It could be any sign. But Cancer came to mind first, or a Libra. I'm getting Scorpio. I'm getting Sagittarius. I'm getting an Aries. I'm getting a Leo. I'm getting a Capricorn. All of these energies could be significant, or a group work together against the Queen of Cups, or a bunch of females work together in a situation to come against either, for some, I don't know. I am getting against their mother. A bunch of females work together to come against their mother. And now they're being blocked. And so is their brother. Their brother's also being blocked. Someone's not talking to her children. That's what's coming in. Take a left turn. Because for some, you had children who were two-faced. And then they wanted to try to give the mother flowers. They are cowards. That's how it's coming in. They're cowards. They're liars. They could have did something and it landed for some in some type of judicial procedure or in the courts somehow. Oh, Spirit in the preliminary gave us civil court, needing to go to civil court for some. And Spirit is not allowing this mother to back down for some, or this creative female or a mother figure. Take it how it resonates. Spirit wants this one, the Alchemist, to speak. And the Spirit of the Divine as well. Ooh, these want to speak too. Oh my God, my lovies. The Emperor. A mother and a father against this daughter or with this daughter. Divine justice for this divine feminine. For some, these could be ancestors protecting you in some type of like legal battle. Take what resonates. I'm getting a few different energies. I thought we were done. This is why we put them all out. But they said no. They said not yet. They said not yet. Someone made their bed. They need to lie in it. For some of you, I am getting those three energies that came in the beginning. That they stay sinning. They stay sinning, Spirit said. Someone could have done something against... Okay. For some, it's a group. Like... 3 people. These could be 3 siblings. They all went against somebody and tried to get away with it. And Spirit's saying that's not what's going to happen here. They did it out of their fears, but that's still not what's going to happen here. You have a lot of ancestral energy protecting a legal battle for some, because you're not in the wrong. You're in the right. They're saying you're in the right. Stand your ground. Don't let down. Don't back down for some. Your ancestors will show you. I ask for confirmation all the time. I'm like, my lovies, is this even worth it to argue with this person, or to argue about this, or to, push this for this agenda a little bit more? Is it worth it? And they'll tell me. And if I have to question, I already know they're giving me the download that it's like, no, or yeah, like they give me downloads. But sometimes I ask for a little bit more. And usually, most of the time, all of the time, it's aligned with the feeling. It's aligned with the feeling that they're giving me. For some of you, Spirit's asking you not to back down when it comes to a situation. Especially when it comes to a legal matter that involves, for somebody wants to stand up for you. Because again, you have a lot of ancestral energies, and as above, so below. So you're manifesting somebody that wants to stand up for you in some type of a procedure. This could have to do with opening up a business for some. Like somebody wants to either back you or work with you, or this is you just, and your spirits just, let's go for it. We'll manifest the people we need. Like everyone that's part of our soul family and our tree of life, they will manifest. Because you're adjusting something. For some, again, the accounting books have been present for some. For some, you could be working with 3, 4... And there's a crocodile involved in the situation. But there's a two-faced person for some in some type of a legal procedure. I was listening to this female speak yesterday, and she was talking about the Korean... they call her the princess of Samsung. I believe she's the president. But she comes from a very powerful... For someone's going to do prison. 8 of Swords energy. Or someone's in a mental prison. They're blocked. They feel blocked. 3 of Cups energy. You will be celebrating something. For some, this could be against an ex. If you're in a legal procedure against your ex. I didn't want to go there because that's how it feels. For some of you, you may not want to go there. Yeah, you don't want to go there. 2 of Swords energy. It's like you're following your intuition, but you need to make a choice. But for somebody made the wrong choice. For somebody chose like something else, something about a cholo or a chola. Someone chose like a mess. Now they don't want to give up. Like somebody doesn't want to give up. I'm getting the 7 of Wands in the sense of like somebody doesn't want to give up, trying to fight for a connection. But this person cheated. And if they didn't cheat, they left you for somebody else, or they put something else before. Yeah, they 10 of Sworded you, because I'm getting the 8 of Swords to the 2 of Swords, and we've already had the 10 of Swords pop its face a few times. Someone like really betrayed you when it came to like, I don't know, maybe even celebrating a failure for you. Like somebody, I don't know, but they don't want to give up. I don't know why this person's showing up. They don't want to give up. They made a bad choice, or they made a bad investment, but they don't want to give up. They don't want to give up. They want to try to bring some balance. They even want to maybe reconcile. For some of you, you can have children with somebody, because I am getting like 3 to 4 children. Or for some of you, there's parents involved in a situation. For some of you, there's a bunch of daughters that are feeling ashamed before their parents because of the choices that they've made. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And the games that they played, we're getting a few different energies here. For some, there are 3 daughters that want to side with a mother, and then 1 that wants to side with her father, but then 1 that wants to side with her brother. Take it how it resonates. Fudgesicle sticks. And this man, I don't know, my lovies. I don't know. He's ashamed. 5 of Cups energy. Guilt, remorse, regret, resentment, shame. La Llorona is the woman who, for some of you, Mexico could be significant. La Llorona is the female who sacrifices her children because her husband doesn't want her anymore. And then she lives a life of shame. And you see how the children are always pulling on her hair? She's a mom. There are different versions of it across Latin America. But in this one, it's like she drowned the babies, and they're always pulling on her energetically, and she just didn't want them anymore because her husband didn't want her anymore. So where was this love? I have no idea. But for some of you, there could be a situation like that. I am feeling like parents going through some issues, and like picking sides and what's done right, what's done wrong. The man can't sleep. He doesn't sleep at night. Ha 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 This man's going through a 10 of swords with a very nasty female. Someone could be dealing, if somebody is in a legal procedure, someone's dealing with a lawyer who is ruthless. Something about toothless. Someone's toothless in a situation. She could have fake teeth, or someone has veneers. For some, there is someone in a fucking 3-way situation with a female who is mean. And she's not even all the way in the reverse. She's lean, though. She's lean. Something about lean Six Sigma. There is some type of collaboration here for some that is blocked in an organization. If this is a work situation, for some, you're dealing with a liar. This person is in a mental prison. She wants a contract to fall out for you. Spirit is saying, do not give up. This person's intentions are blocked. For some of you, again, there was someone gossiping in some type of community. You will get justice. You will celebrate. And this female is not going to have a good time. For some of you, if this is someone's ex or someone was in some type of like 3-way, 4-way situation. Someone had a lover and a lover to the lover and then a lover to the lover and an undercover lover too. Someone had all types of shit going on. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This woman here is mean. The one that they consider like mostly their partner, not because they love her, but because they're fucking afraid of her psychopathic self. No offense, my lovies. I'm just reading the energies. I thought we were done, but apparently we are not. And it's making my nose run. This is very emotional for somebody. So I don't want to leave them like this, like just with like that. Because somebody's very emotional about this situation. Because somebody was dealing with a psychopath. She's not in the reverse anymore, Spirit's saying. At one point, she was really, really unhinged. Now she's semi-unhinged. She's still a liar. She's still not telling something. She doesn't want to sign some paperwork. Oh my gosh, she lies a lot. Excuse me, my loves. This person lies a lot. She still doesn't want to sign something. She lost some teeth. Or she will be losing teeth. That's how it's coming in. She lives a life of sin. This person's a cheater too. But he's a cheater too. Someone's like in a bunch of like it's making my throat itchy. Someone's bitchy. I don't know. Someone lives in shame because for some you had a good match. There was a good match. You're a catch. This person sees you're a catch. Take it how it resonates, male or female. But I don't know, because they're ashamed because they're trapped or they feel trapped in a situation with a messy female that's almost like blackmailing. Something about blacklist. She would blacklist somebody. She wants to blacklist this man. I don't know. There are a lot of threats, a lot of petty arguments. This person's very mean. This privileged lady, she doesn't want to, for some of you, this is a friend. Oh my gosh, she's not a friend. Privileged lady in the reverse. This person doesn't want to lose her title, her rank, but she's a crook, my lovies. This woman's really mean, mature, and she's again, here we go with this other person dealing with another female who's coaching her. This other not so mature woman who pretends to be mature. They're both in the reverse. This woman both of them are losing their minds, and they're not going to be wealthy. So they were trying to harass somebody. They don't want to let somebody go. The number 12, the number 6, 18, the 18th could be significant for some. The 12th could be significant. Something could have happened on the 6th. Something could be happening on the 18th. This person, they want to do a family dinner. There's no family here. These people are fucking nuts. They want to force somebody. They want something about someone's guts. They don't want something to change. They don't want an ending. The 9 energy, the ending, the move. Somebody will be moving. These people, and this is going to be luck. For some, you can reconcile with somebody. It's your divine justice. There's a pathway opening up for some. You can reconcile. And then we have 26 and 35 energy, which is 8-8 energy, technically soulmate energy, my lovies. If you believe in that stuff, take it how it resonates. We're all soulmate, but this is a very strong tie. The Emperor to the Empress, soulmate. After an ending, 19 energy, the death of somebody. For somebody will be dying. Someone's frying. Someone's frying. She's using drugs to function. This person has numbing agents. I'm getting numbing agents. I'm getting Neosporin. Take that how it resonates. The 19th energy, an ending, death energy. 1 and 9 for a new beginning. The ending of this marriage, of this union. And it's making me lick my lips. Like, somebody's like a lizard. Someone's a snake. Lizard, Liz. There's a daughter involved for some. These people could even go to prison. Someone just was doing too much. I'm getting black magic energy, my lovies. Here we go with this shit. There's a child involved. I felt it. A daughter. A daughter. Somebody, like, it's like they married a monster. Or they're with a monster. Take it how it resonates. But somebody pretended to be the greatest thing that had ever have happened to somebody. What is this? This King of Cups. He loved her. He came in with emotions. But there, maybe not. I don't know. There's a lot of lies in a situation. Anyways, moving on. Somebody could have cheated with somebody that's someone's friend. It's Jesus. Something about Sven. Something about Steven. Someone cheated. Something about Steven's coming in. Something about even Steven. They were trying to get even in the energy. Someone's really conniving and mean. I don't know. Even Steven. They were trying to get even. Something energetically. I don't know. Spreading here we go with this shit. Spreading STDs intentionally. For some, I told you, for some, this energy's been present since yesterday. 146, 54, then 55, then 56. There's an older female who's not that mature, who's in some type of mental prison, who is spreading STDs. Intentionally. She's doing this intentionally. I'm getting like even Stevens. You know what I'm getting? Like there's a show, C'est Mon Choix. I used to love this show. C'est Mon Choix. French could be significant for some. France, C'est Mon Choix. In C'est Mon Choix, there was an episode, Je suis un monstre en amour. Like someone's it translates to someone being a monster in love. Like ghosters, jerks, just don't give two shits about people. Suffering. One looked like his demons were kicking his ass. His soul looked so hurt and tormented. The other one was just a little demented. But this one looked like he was like he wanted to like flee from himself. But their excuse was somebody hurt me, and so I'm gonna go do this to somebody. For some, there's a mature woman who's not that mature. She's really hurt. She's spreading STDs intentionally. And entertaining options. This woman can go on a lot of dates because these men on the show, this is what Spirit was giving us. Like these men on the show, they would use women for dates. Like they would use women to pay for hotel rooms and then ghost them. One of them, like they were asking him, like, what's the worst thing you've ever done to a female? He's like, have her pay for my dinner, for my hotel, have her have sex with her, then go have sex with somebody else on the same meeting, and then diss her and disappear. Like, this woman would do shit like this. This is what's coming in, my lovies. This is somebody's mother for some. Like somebody's mother, and something about somebody's brother. Something about Tom. Something about Tommy. Something about Tommy Hilfiger. Like someone could be a racist too, because I'm getting how Tommy Hilfiger, I think it was like in the 90s, he says, my clothes are not for dark-skinned people. They're for white people or something like that. But it's like, I don't know if he's racist per se. That was just a comment that he made, but people called him a racist because of that. Or somebody can make a lot of racist remarks and try to downplay them. Someone doesn't have any dark-skinned friends. I told you earlier, Spirit gave us succubus and incubus. Remember, Spirit made me say succubus or succubi. Succubus, incubus, this is not your twin flame for somebody. For somebody was even trying to, like, again, someone does spiritual work. I feel her. I feel it. Somebody was trying to control somebody's releasing her demonic possession. Like someone's like releasing, she's been possessed for a while. Someone was playing with some type of spirits for a long time. Her contract is up. Like her contract is up. She would even be willing to sacrifice her child. This energy has come in and out for some. And she has late night calls. She used to have late night calls for somebody was into some rituals. She was trying to mirror out some type of like twin flame journey, or trying to mirror out like some type of deep connection. It wasn't real. This is like, she wanted to like sell somebody out on like, oh, we looked at each other and we knew that there was something deep. It was bullshit. No, there was nothing fucking deeper. There was her fucking rituals and her root work. That was what was going on. The alarms are going off. And she spies through readings. I feel the energy work in her field. There are 140 of these, 120. But 140 could be significant. 1 in 4 is 10. No, it's not. 1 in 4 is 10, but for some of you, 10. The 10th could be significant for some. I am getting August 10th. 1 in 4 is 5. Spying through readings. She spies through readings. She spies through divination. She stopped investing in her black magic, but because she's being let go. The energies can't feed off of her anymore. She has nothing to offer them because there was never real love here. She sold on a contract of love. Spirit insists. She's spying through readings. Her mother does this. She is hating on somebody, but she's not doing it anymore. This pathway is opening up for some. She wanted to block a pathway, and someone's being left behind. Somebody wants to leave this person behind. She's a waste of time. She wasted somebody's time, years of somebody's life. And this one is spreading an STD unintentionally. For some, you have an older female spreading STDs intentionally, so she knows, but she also spies on people in readings. This person is all types of nuts. And then you have someone that's spreading STDs unintentionally. For those that are watching this, if this is pertaining to you, my lovies, if you're out here having sex with anybody at this fucking point, unless you know, right? Your soul will tell you. For me, we ain't having sex with, where's the ring? Where's the fucking ring? Where's the commitment? Where did you pray to spirit? Did spirit say we're in this to win this? What the fuck am I doing fucking you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing is not happening. But for others that are active and are not, at that point in your life, get yourself checked, my lovies, if you're having sex with people. If you have to question somebody, if you feel something's off, get yourself checked, my lovey. Somebody's spreading STDs unintentionally. They never got themselves checked. Get yourself checked, my lovey. Spreading STDs, sexually transmitted demons, unintentionally. I can empathize with someone's curing themselves from some shit that someone did to themselves. Someone tried to sign a contract with the devil. Or some type of demon. Forget the devil, because the devil just comes and shackles you and teaches you how to fucking love yourself through some difficult lessons. The wrath of God. But for others, you got succubus, incubus demons that had you all types of hooked on semen. Or come, take it how it resonates. But somebody is now healing themselves. This is not your twin flame. This is not a deep connection. Somebody is body shaming somebody. Somebody who body shames somebody or makes fun of how somebody looks, or I'm getting how she feels about herself. Somebody does. I'm getting jelly. Someone jelly. I am getting the name Sandra. I am getting jelly or Sandra. I am getting the name jelly. Someone's envious, but someone's ashamed of her own body. She body shames herself. That's what I'm getting. Someone's ashamed of her own body. She won't say it though, because it's making my mouth itchy. She's ashamed of her own body. That's funny. Something about she does things for money. Someone's ashamed of her own body. 15340. 15340. The number is 53. The number 40 could be significant, but you got 1. You got a new beginning, my lovies. The number 41 could be significant for some. Body shaming. She body shames somebody, but this person's really insecure. Someone's really insecure. They don't like themselves. They think it's about the physical. Someone was so lost and so trapped in their own demonic ways for a long time. She thought she was going to witchcraft her seances. She was going to seance her way into love. That's not how it works. That's not how it works, my lovies. There was no real love here ever. She loved material things, communities. Somebody stopped hating on somebody. Someone does not want kids with somebody. Someone already has a child with somebody. That's some shit. Oh my God, my lovies. Someone was hating on somebody. They didn't want somebody to open up to somebody else. For somebody could have wanted someone to not want a life with somebody, tried to distract them by like parties and buying them things and keeping them in luxuries. Somebody didn't want someone to have a pathway to their creative force. For some, if you have friends around you who are always like drugging you, doing things to get you to do things that don't make sense for you, party mode, you can celebrate. There's nothing wrong with that. But somebody wanted to trap somebody in some type of like illusion. Like, it's like Spirit's showing us the movie, not Inception, but for some Inception, the movie Doctor Strange, the last one, I think it was, where the witch, she wanted her like a life that didn't exist in this universe, and so she created like, when he went to visit her, she created like this huge, or male, female, take it how it resonates. Someone created like a huge illusion, and so she had like a horse farm and flowers everywhere, and he's like, this is all an illusion, huh? And then she got rid of the illusion, but and then it turned into like a hell. Like, for somebody sold somebody like on an illusion, like parties and celebrations and all of this, and then the mask started to fall off. It's like drinking and I get along with all of your family, and you're like, someone had someone in a hex. They also didn't want someone to create anything. Like, somebody was harvesting someone's sacral chakra energy or root chakra energy. A lot of root work was done on somebody. The grass is greener, my lovies, wherever heart chakra space. The grass is greener wherever you're going. Go. Fuckery. I told you, for someone's a scam artist. There was a community, or these people were working together. Somebody was working, again, mother, daughter, daughters, a bunch of people working together to try to get somebody in some type of legal procedure to scam them into milking out great fortune. What did we say earlier? This is a theme for some. A scam artist that wanted great fortune. A scam artist who wanted great fortune through a group working together. The Three of Cups, friends, group, collaborations. They were trying to celebrate some type of justice, going to a courthouse for some type of legal document to bind you into a fucking scam. Scam you out of a great fortune. And someone's like, nah, I ain't doing this. Why would I do this? And now they're dramatic. Again, actors, drama kings and queens, actors and actresses. That's what's coming in. They belong in Hollywood for sure. That's where they wanted to go to act. I don't care where they live. Something about Colorado. Something about Virginia. Oh, Virginia's came in. Virginia came in earlier. Something about Virginia for some. Something about Pennsylvania. Something about North Carolina. Something about Washington. Something about New York. Something about Vermont. Something about Maine. The Northeast area could be significant for some. And they are all fake as fuck. I promise you this. I promise you that they are all fake as fuck. They're fake as fuck. And they're childish too. Because the way it's coming in, it's like, for some of you, these are people you've known for a while. And the grass is greener, my lovies. For some of you, you are evaluating. Something about re-event. Three of Pentacles, right here. You're reevaluating your communities. The people you've been collaborating with. Spirit gave it to us earlier. Okay, now we're good, my lovies, I think. May y'all be in peace, my lovies.